One of my students dropped dead in my classroom and I lied about what his last words were. I'm a middle school teacher. 2 weeks ago, I had a student come to my class after lunch who was all sweaty. I told him to go wash up, but to use the sink in the classroom. I didn't understand how he got so sweaty since it was cold outside. Later, they were taking a test and he came up to me. He looked out of it and was gripping his pencil. He asked what I was listening to. I said the Mamas and the Papas. He asked if he could call home, then he dropped to the floor like a sack of potatoes. The school resource officer and the nurse were in the room in 2 minutes, and he was in an ambulance about 7 minutes later, but he wasn't breathing. His parents wanted me to go into detail about what happened, and I agreed if my principal was there. They asked me what the last thing he said was, and I mentioned the Mamas and the Papas and to call home. They misheard me and thought that I said that he asked if he could call his mama and papa. They got so emotional that I just didn't correct them. All they said was that he hadn't called them anything but mum and dad since he was like 3. He died from a brain aneurysm.